lifestyle lovers, welcome back to It's E Lifestyle, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Erica. My channel is called It's E Lifestyle, and it's all about creating a good lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so part of having a good lifestyle is excelling in your career, whatever that may be. So this video is going to be 3 ways that may be hindering you from excelling in your career. Anytime I click on a how-to video, my mind always goes directly to how is this person qualified to tell me how to do something. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my background. I've been working in a corporate environment for 20 plus years. I have a bachelor's degree in transportation and logistics from the University of North Florida here in Jacksonville, and I also have some master's level coursework in supply chain management from Nova Southeast. I have over 10 certifications. I would actually have to look at my resume to tell you exactly all of them, but I have a certification in supply chain management, I have certification in warehousing management, I have certification in inventory management, I have certification in transportation and logistics, I have certification in purchasing management. Those are just a few. So I consider myself qualified in order to bring you this information. If you are looking to excel in your career and climb the corporate ladder in your corporation, you definitely want to make note of these key things. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so let's get started. One of the first things that may be hindering you in excelling in your career is lack of a visible career path. Let me just give you a quick example. If you get into a car and you don't know your destination, what is going to happen? You're just going to sit there. You're not going to go anywhere because you do not know where you're going. You are going to remain stagnant because you don't know where you're going. So the first thing that you want to do when you decide that you want to excel in your career is decide where you're going. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be in management? Do you want to be in human resources? Do you want to be the CEO? Do you want to manage people? Do you want to work alone? Do you want to travel? You have to figure out what it is that you want to do in your career. Because if you don't figure out what it is you want to do, you're not going to know the steps to take in order to get there. So that is one of the key steps to excelling in your career, is figuring out what you want to do. You may have to do some job shadowing in other departments in order to do that. You may have to ask around to different people within the company. Some corporations have management trainee programs, and basically they prep you and train you to be a leader within your organization. And within some of those programs, you can learn about different departments to kind of decide where you want to go on your career path. There may be a certain role that you wish to be in, but you have to do your research and learn about that role. Maybe the role requires a lot of traveling, 50 to 75% travel. Depending on your lifestyle and your family dynamics, that may not work for you. So in order to excel in your career, the number one thing that you have to do is figure out, where are you going? Even if you're just starting out at a company and you're new to the organization, maybe you just want to work there for a year just to kind of figure out the culture of the organization. Learn about the different departments and how the organization works. Do they typically promote higher management within the company, or do they typically go outside of the company to promote within higher management? You want to learn about the organization that you work for. You want to learn about the culture of the organization, and you want to learn about the different departments and the different roles within the departments to find out where would you be a perfect fit. Because once you figure out where you're going, you want to be happy in that role. So that's important. Figure out where it is that you want to be within the organization and learn as much about that responsibility as you possibly can. Maybe your specific goal is not just a title. Maybe you want to make a certain amount of money. Just say, for instance, you say, I don't care what I do, I just want to be making 6 figures. Then you need to find out who are in those 6-figure job roles and what does their job entail. Because you have to remember There's a price to pay for every elevation. There are people within my corporation that are making really, really great salaries, but I would not want to trade places with them, because if they call you at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for an issue that needs to be handled, you're going to have to get out your bed and address that. Or if they call you at night and let you know they need you to be on a flight to Atlanta in the morning to address a situation, you're going to have to do that. So just remember, as you start climbing the corporate ladder and making more money, there could be a work-life balance adjustment. So you also want to make sure that you are prepared with everything that comes along with this new responsibility. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so moving on to the number 2 key point that could possibly be hindering you from excelling in your career is the limited access to critical networks. And simply what this means is you have to network. You have to move around within your corporation. For example, stop going to lunch with the same people. We all love our work friends. I love my work friends as well. But if you're looking to excel in a corporation, you have to diversify your work friends. So when you don't diversify your work friends or your working network, it helps to promote groupthink. And when you're group thinking, then you're thinking as a group. You're not thinking individually. You're not coming up with creative ideas. So if the majority of the group is complaining, then you kind of get sucked into that complaining as well, which makes you a part of the problem. In order to win the race, you have to separate yourself from the pack. Then instead of being part of the problem and complaining along with the group, you want to come up with innovative and creative ideas to improve processes, because you have some people that you're going to work with in your career that they simply hate change and they hate the way things are. Those are the type of people that you are never going to satisfy, regardless of what happens within the organization. So you want to make sure that you are not associating yourself with those people. A lot of times when we create relationships at work, just say for instance we're in the same department and things change in the department or things happen in the department, we tend to kind of click up with the people that we have established relationships with at work, and we complain. I have done it. I have seen other people do it. So you want to be sure to avoid cliques at work. It's unprofessional. So in order to increase your networking within your organization, you want to join groups. I'm one of those people, I don't really particularly care for after work activities, but if you are looking to excel in the company, you want to make sure that you take advantage of some of those opportunities in order to network, because that will open doors to other people within other departments that could possibly help you excel in your career. So you have to expand your working network, and the only way that you can do that is to diversify. If you usually have a group that you go to lunch with, then you want to designate a day where maybe you go to lunch with somebody else that you wouldn't typically go to lunch with. If you're looking to be in human resources, then you want to associate yourself with people within human resources. If you're looking to work in management and you're not currently in management, you want to associate yourself with people that are working in management. That way you can kind of talk to these people, get to know these people, and find out things about their particular career path. If you are associating yourself within the same circle of people at work every day, how do you expect to learn about new opportunities or learn about other things that are going on within the organization if you do not step out of your comfort zone and start networking at work? And in order to do that, you have to meet new people. You have to join groups. One of the key ways that you can expand your work network is get you a mentor. Select someone that's in a position that you desire to be in and shadow them. Find out what it took for them to get there. You can also find out some of the networking opportunities that they took advantage of during their career. So you definitely want to get you a mentor that's on the same career path that you desire to be on and shadow that person. If you're looking to excel in your organization, you can't just get up and go to work every day and just come back home. You have to expand your working network in order to meet new people, learn about new opportunities, and learn about other things that are going on in other departments, not just your own department. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so moving on to the third key point that may be hindering you from excelling in your career is management support. We need support in everything we do within our lives. That includes our careers. Every good leader knows that they're only as strong as their team. So if you have a good leader or a good manager, they will want to see you grow and develop. Without that manager or that leader that wants to see you excel in your career, it could possibly hinder you. Your management team is like your backbone. So they could make or break the growth in your career. And most of the time you can tell if you have a manager that's hindering your growth. If you're asking for new opportunities or asking to learn new things or maybe be a part of special projects and your manager is not allowing you to do those things, that could possibly be hindering your growth in your career. And if you feel like that, then it could possibly be time to move on. I would never leave a great corporation just because of a manager, but it may be time for you to explore other opportunities. That may not necessarily mean a promotion. Maybe you should make a lateral move. And a lateral move is just basically, you know, pretty much you're not losing anything, but you're not gaining anything. But if you have the opportunity to be up under a management team that's going to encourage your growth and allow you to explore opportunities that will help you grow in your career, it may be worth looking into making a lateral move. You could also possibly have a manager that you're not aware of that really supports you excelling in your career, but they're not aware of it if you don't make them aware of it. So you have to let them know that you want to take on more responsibility. You want to learn new things. You want to be a part of special projects if any should arise. You have to make it known to your leader or your management team that you want to do more because you want to grow in your career. But there's no way they can help you grow if they're unaware. So as far as to determine, you know, if your management team supports you, that's not something that I can determine. You have to determine that for yourself. And you can kind of feel that. I have had leadership throughout my career and they may not have necessarily hindered my growth, but you can definitely tell a difference when you have a manager or a leadership team that challenges you and bring new opportunities to you and that trusts you to handle those certain tasks and that delegate certain tasks to their team. So if you feel like that your management team is not challenging you, then you may want to start to seek other opportunities because you definitely need that management support in order to grow. When you do start to grow in your career and take advantage of new opportunities, one of the first people is going to be contacted is your manager or your management team. So you want to make sure that you are exploring all of your skills. If there are certain things that you may be able to do, don't hide it. Make sure you display your skill set to your management team so they are made aware of your strengths and that you are more than capable of exceeding your current role. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so that is pretty much it for this video. If you are trying to excel in your career, I hope that these 3 tips help you. If you recognize that one of these 3 tips are hindering you from excelling in your career, you want to make sure that you address that as soon as possible. If this is your first time visiting my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.